So listening to this Dylan Friends chat was interesting. You guys are talking about love languages
Yeah.
for a while. How accurate of a system is it versus what it really is just a personality assessment, like your Big Five personality test? Is it hokey pokey, or are we talking about something that is useful for you as a practitioner?
It's useful. I give it out to my patients because it's inspirational as well. Like, we forget that to maintain a positive relationship, and we all forget that, myself included, there needs to be ongoing bids for connection. You need to put in a lot of effort into your sex life, into your romantic life, into paying attention and showing your partner the love that they want to receive. And love languages does show you that, because often, like, we're projecting the love language that we want onto our partner.
Yeah.
Right? So I could be giving you a lot of gifts and you're like, I don't want these fucking gifts, Chantelle, but I want the gifts. So I'm like, take the hint. It's not like that. Like, you need to be aware that the way that you think is different to the way that your partner thinks, and what's going to mean more to them will mean something different to you. So love languages is extremely helpful.
Yeah, it sort of sounds like the male and the female gaze. Like, if you talk to a male about what a female would identify as like the typical female would identify as attractive, it's things that they would actually see within a female as primarily attractive. Like, a lot of guys will talk about waxing their chest or all these sorts of things, and then you hear about these surveys that come out, and women much prefer like a dad bod or hair on a guy's face or chest or whatever. It sort of sounds similar to that, like you said, projecting what you want onto someone else.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about that side of things because I'm very much like quite gender neutral in the way that I work. But I think that for the love languages side of things, it is important to know how your partner wants to be loved and what means a lot to them in terms of the way that they give, but also take love as well. And I think we need to stop making assumptions about what's right for our partners. We have to make sure that we always continue to change and grow, and other people will follow.
When it comes to sitting down and talking to people about relationships, what do you think are the most common mistakes that people make?
Trying to change their partners. You can't change your partner. You can only change yourself, and the partner will hopefully be encouraged to come to the table with meeting your needs in a relationship as well. I think that there's been many times that I've seen people, and, you know, also in my past lives where I've tried to change my partners, and I just realize how much it doesn't work. You can express yourself and say, hey, like, these are my needs. These are some actionable things that you can do to help me in this relationship or make me feel, you know, more cared for or to have more from this. But you cannot ask them or try to make them change. Criticizing people, you know, saying this is right and this is not right. People have to come to the table with their own ways of doing things.
So just on that, is it that people will come to do counselling with yourself or your colleagues, and they 80% of the time they're trying to change who their partner is? Or?
No. And we can't look at it in percentages, because it's when you have a person come in, they're usually there for themselves, or they're usually there to go, how do I connect with my partner on this way? Couples that come in together are there because they want the relationship to change, or they're in a crisis mode. Like, they should have done therapy years ago, and now they're like, we're about to break up. And I go, well, guys, like, we can try our best, and I can see that you have a lot here to work with. But I don't do much couples counselling.
Right.
I only do sexual counselling for couples, not relationship counselling for couples, because I believe that they need to see a relationship counsellor and a sexologist at the same time.
Wow, so it's even more specified as that. So would most of your practice not even touch not the relationship side of things, but they will specifically focus on sex, right?
And affection and love, and of course, but not ongoing crisis relationship counselling. And that is because we're booked out until like March, and I just can't, I cannot let all these people who are having sexual concerns be neglected because we're trying to do things that are a little bit, you know, just off range of what we want to be focusing on. You know, we as sexologists, we want to fix the sexual problems. We can do a bit of relationship counseling in that. And, you know, like with individuals, we do a bit of generalized work with that because it is like a holistic way of approaching it. But if it's just relationship counseling, then we will not focus on it.
Yeah, it sounds like you got to distinguish between couples and individuals because you would see both, right?